Now, what I do is, as I talk about listening, you have to listen very well. Then I should be able to use from there to communicate to the client, just like he said now, that for this might not be good enough for the company. And if we should go this route, you know what LandVest is. We are into investment. You're giving us billions, you're giving us millions of naira to do business with us. You don't want a situation where I will not be able to be under-delivered, or how will I put it? You get exactly. So it's always good, just like you said, that you communicate. But the truth is that customers will always want it their way. I've had a transaction that the customer said, yes, if you are not doing it like this, consider it.
I'm not interested. It's our customer service week. Hello everyone, my name is Miriam and I'm going to be your host for today. On today's episode, we'll be talking more of customer service, everything customer service, talking about the culture, talking about the opportunities, talking about the challenges. I have here with me amazing guests. Please kindly introduce yourself.
Hi Miriam.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, my name is Kesena Enoided, the MD CEO Kesaino Properties.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Hi,
very
Miriam.
Hi.
My name is Jakub Anna, MD Venturana Realty. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Hello, Miriam.
Hello.
I'm Godwin Solomon,
Okay.
Big Consultants, Legacy Brace Limited.
Oh, wow.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. You all look amazing, by the way. So we're having our customer service week and we want to talk about everything customer service, what it entails, the challenges and the opportunities. So when we're talking about delivering excellence when it comes to customer service, what do you think it entails? Delivering excellence.
Okay, so talking about customer service week, you know, there is no way there will be a Kesaino Properties if there is no customer relationship.
Absolutely.
And it's a thing to celebrate myself because I've had good relationship with my customers, which we normally call clients. Okay. The customer services, so it's not a client to me.
They're still your customers regardless.
So one of the things I know with customer service is being able to listen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you, I think that's the basics for me. When I meet you as a customer, just like I was saying, rather real estate, a client. Exactly. So I'll first of all want to hear from you. Yeah, I'll first of all want to hear from you. So I think...
so you mean you just want to listen to them even before you saying something?
I'm not saying anything actually.
So you just want to listen to them and
to
digest what they have?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Thank you.
Madam Anna, how about you?
Okay, so at Venturana, basically, customer service basically has to do with giving our customer an experience that they cannot find anywhere, because we understand that we operate in a highly competitive sector. So our ability to give our customer that undivided attention, personalizing their needs and interests, and of course being able to prefer solution to their problem is what defines customer service for us at Venture.
How about you, Godwin?
So for me, it's about excellence in service delivery. It's about the sense of proactivity in attending to the concerns of a client. And it's something that we are consistently improving, and it leans so much to us to get a fulfilling experience
Okay.
for our clients.
Perfect. So one thing that I could deduce is the fact that you have to be a good listener, you have to be a problem solver, and you have to be able to accommodate your clients or your customers, right? And that's one thing that would really, really help you. And it builds customer relationship, right?
Sure.
I'm very sure you would have had like clients turn family.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes. Right. So that's amazing. I also want to pinpoint something called backbone. They used to say the customer service is regarded as the backbone of every organization.
Absolutely.
How is it the backbone? Because you have the CEO there. The CEO can actually be the backbone. Exactly. You have the manager can be the backbone. So why is the customer service regarded as like the backbone of every organization?
So I'll take that. Customer service basically defines how you relate with your customer, and by so doing you are able to win their trust. You are able to get them to understand that, say, they can trust you and have confidence in you. So as an organization, being focused, customer centricity basically allows you to, listen to your clients and be able to know what they want part time, personalize their needs, and then be able to hear them out at every point in time, because different clients are coming with different experiences.
Right.
So you have to listen to each person. You cannot use generic approach to every customer. So you just being the backbone of your organization basically has to do with you knowing the right approach to each customer's request, each customer's problem that they bring, and you being able to address it in a very professional and ethical way, so that at the end of the day, your customers are retained and they are even able to bring in more people, because your best marketers are your satisfied customers, So it takes you less to have a customer market and refer more people to you just because they are satisfied, than you putting in all the efforts of winning new customers.
Right, that's like
entirely.
referral.
Exactly.
And that's you building a community practically.
Absolutely.
Because you get one person, you satisfy the person loves your services, and the person will be able to, recommend other people, recommend other clients and all of that.
This old saying, customer is always right.
Absolutely.
As difficult as it sounds,
Going there, literally,
as difficult as it sounds, like customer is always right. So now put it to our industry. Our customers are not the investors in quotes. They are the realtors. And you know what it is like. Myself as a realtor now, I'm your customer in LandVest. And if I want something,
you want to get.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that customer is always right. It's not just a saying. As old as it is, it's one of the oldest business terms I can remember. Like, customer is always right. It's actually what it is. Okay, the CEO now. We have some companies that you don't even know
The CEO. You don't know their
exactly.
names.
So you're dealing
like
with the customer from the front desk.
so you can actually say that the customer service representative is just more like the face of the organization.
Absolutely.
So like,
Correct.
you know how you walk up into any office and you're talking to a customer service, and the way the person would treat you, you just generalize it that that's how they are in that particular organization.
I know. It's true.
Right. So imagine you come into my office and I'll be like, oh wait, just wait, I'm coming. I'll attend to you. We'll go and sit there. You'd be like, is this how they are in this place?
Sure.
Do you think I want to actually bring my money here?
here.
Is my money safe here? In case I have issues or I have problems, would they be able to
how you will
listen to
solve
me
it?
or solve my problems? So it's more or less like they are the face
Of the
every
organization.
organizations.
Yeah.
So we actually have major problems concerning customer services. We have major issues. So what are the issues? How have you been able to solve issues when it comes to customer service? Because you have different realtors or different. Let me just use clients. Let me not use realtors. You have different clients with different perspective. This is the way I want it. It's different from this is the way we do it. So how do you now balance both? And you just want to make sure your own client is satisfied. So how would you balance this is how we do it, but this is how I want mine?
Okay, so maybe I'll take up that to say that for me, just like she rightly mentioned, listening to really understand clearly what the clients want, right? And once there is clarity about the concern, about how the client wants the either issue to be addressed or whatever to be presented, we are able to get into a dialogue. So like you made mention, this is what the client wants.
Yeah.
This is what we
The policies.
So it's about dialogue. We sit down to discuss. We sit down to engage, to be able to tell you, look, this is actually the best practice. This would help you to join into this destination compared to your option and all of that. And when there is clarity and you're able to see that, oh, you understand what you're saying and that your route will serve their best interests, along the line, you will be able to come into agreement.
I think that's very correct.
Yes.
Just to add to what he said now, I'll use myself as an example.
You're all going to share your personal
And
experience.
the interesting thing is that the client is not, we have different companies, right? But we are here for LandVest.
Absolutely.
So the client is not even from outside company. He's a LandVest client, a customer rather. Let's use customer. Since the customer service week. Is that right? So now I have a client, right, that his expectation or what he wants is upon investment, there should be a particular way he wants his transactions to go, right? And I know LandVest as well. We have how we operate. There is a policy for the company. Now, what I do is, as I talk about listing, you have to listen very well. Then I should be able to use from there to communicate to the client, just like you said now, that for this might not be good enough for the company. And if we should go this route, you know what LandVest is. We are into investment. You're giving us billions, you're giving us millions of naira to do business with us. You don't want a situation whereby I will not be able to be under-delivered, or how will I put it? You guess exactly. So it's always good, just like you said, that you communicate. But the truth is that customers will always want it their way. I've had a transaction that the customer said, "Yes, if you are not doing it like this, consider it."
I'm not interested.
Do you get what I'm saying? So then I'll have to run to my company. This is still LandVest, I'm saying. It's not about another company. I have to go to my company. But the good thing is, that's just one client. LandVest have over 100 clients, right? And that is just one that is asking for too much. And even just like the Bible saying, I'm a Christian, so it's easy for me to use the Bible as reference. One sheep, for one person that was missing, you have to go exactly. You understand that Bible verse? Oh, I'm missing something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, because of customers' relationship, the company will not want that particular customer to go. Remember, he's just one out of the 1,000 customers that LandVest have gotten. So they were just like, okay, how do we manage this? Because remember, I've gone to meet him that we are not going to do this. He's still saying no, that if you are not doing it this way. But when the company now checks and they find out that it's not going to cost them much, and this is customer. So if basically companies go extra miles at times to please customers. So we are not just celebrating customer service, we are celebrating the reality of what companies, LandVest, actually do for customers. They go extra miles, really, when it's just that one customer that is bringing too much challenges to the transaction. And of course, you can't tell somebody to say, no, I'm not taking your investment. So we just look at how we can manage the situation for customer service.
I'll just add to that.
Thank you.
So when it comes to policies that your customers are questioning, what I would just say is policies are made by the faces of the organization, made by the management. So if your client comes and they want a little bit of flexibility, as a flexible organization, by all means, you accommodate it, negotiate better alternatives, provided my own policy would be provided it does not contravene my ethical values as the representative of the organization, you know. So it's always, there's always room to negotiate, especially when what they are asking for is in the interest of the organization. And of course, even though you have policies in place already, your customers that have bought into your brand, they've already seen that this policy may not be in the best interest of your brand, you know. And if you are coming in with suggestions of, oh, you people, so just because you've closed by 5, once it's 5 you cannot take calls again, no, I don't think that is in your best interest. So you accommodate such suggestions from
just like
clients,
the banks.
just like the banks,
depending on what you are bringing past 4, depending on who you are calling.
Exactly.
Like, so 5, you get to the bank and they will just open the customer service.
Yes.
And that's like she said, is one.
It's not all.
It's not all.
Every
every other bank users, they know that by 4 p.m. you might not be able to access the bank. Even when you know you have someone to call, it won't even occur to you to call Kes as the bank general manager, and it will occur to you. You just want to meet up that 4 p.m. But peradventure, you couldn't meet up. You know, you just have to like call, and this is customer. You say, okay, Ogawa, you get to the bank. Let me know. So customer service is something that people are very intentional about it. And like I said, the flexibility that Madam Ann mentioned is because it's 1 out of 10 customers in a day.
Yes.
That you have to be flexible for. It's not every of the customers.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about strategies, I'm very sure each and every one of us must have gone extra mile to actually, hit this deal, close this deal. But like, what are the unique strategies you think, okay, this is the way I'm going to get this person? Because for me, if I'm meeting you for the first time, right, I will just study you. I will know what you want, and I will just give it to you that way. There are clients whereby they will walk up into the office looking all down and everything, and you are looking down, smiling at you.
I know.
I was just like, oh, hi, good morning, you're welcome to LandVest and all of those things. Even though you are angry at some certain things, you will still smile. You will still. So, what are the strategies that you use or you think it will help customer service? Personal strategies, not the general one. What are the unique things? Because offices will say, oh, probably the way the customer service attended to them, what they did, oh, we offer you sweets, we'll ask you, would you want to take water, would you want tea? How would you, what is those the strategies you would use, or personal strategies or unique strategies? Because the usual one is you make them feel comfortable and all of that. They are already comfortable, they already know all of these things. And customer service comes with you marketing, right? You might not be generally selling your product to them, but the way they see you and what they see is what they see that they would say, oh, okay, I'm good. But like, what are the unique strategies you might just use to say, okay, how would I be able to attend to this person in a unique way, not the general way?
I'm going to take that. For us, because of the nature of business we are into, being in the real estate sector, you understand that real estate is a kind of business that is very emotive in a way. So people want to have, a level of sincerity in the property they are buying. So for us as Venturana, we try to establish a level of trust by being open from the beginning to the end of the transaction. We try to be open, we disclose. So I'm going to share an experience of a particular client of mine who called and was asking about a particular landed property that we marketed on YouTube, and was like, okay, Anna, see, I've bought several property in Lagos, but this particular one, I'm asking all the questions because I've had my fingers beaten. Please, is this land dry or what's the topography? Is it waterlogged? And I was very sincere, and I was like, yes, it's a bit waterlogged. You require sand filling. She actually said she didn't want to buy waterlogged land, but for my honesty, because she said every other realtor there markets
as a dry land.
Wow. But
the fact that you were being
honest. So yes, so to us, it's disclosure. Number one, you need to be honest. Disclose every information there is to know about the property to the best of your knowledge. Provided it's to the best of your knowledge, disclose it and be transparent. And our mantra as Venturana is that we are not just selling properties, we are selling trust. So at the end of the day, you find out that we have clients over time have turned friends, family, and also it's an approach that we use to retain our clients, to get them working for us. So in as much as we are working to recruit new clients, we already have very loyal client that there is nothing you will say to them about our brand. They know we are there for them in terms of integrity and sincerity. So you cannot take out that from the sector we operate in, and that is what we use to engage with our customers.
We've all been talking about the customer services, the services you render and all of that. So there's another question I want to ask each and every one of us. We have unique clients. Yes, we do. But there's this particular clients that have probably directly assaulted you before. Verbally, practically, not necessarily committing battery or anything, but have you actually encountered any before?
Oh, very well.
Okay, how was the experience? Okay, and how did you handle that?
So this particular client bought into an estate, a very large expanse of estate, and I think this particular developer in question was still working on their layout, so it was taking time for the documentation to be out. And then this client came. I was like, Anna, this is not the first property I am buying. I bought numerous properties. Does it take more than 3 months? And my survey is out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Ma, please, do you want to send me details of some of these properties that you bought? And in under 3 months, they are out. And when she sent surveys, a lot of them were provisional, you know, a lot of
like the registered.
Do you understand? So I had to take time to like put her through, but she was very harsh when she called. Like, are you sure this is not scam? You know, a lot of things, but I took time to explain to her how these things work, why some developers would hastily release documentation and others will take time, not necessarily because they just want to delay, but they want to do the right thing, and doing the right thing requires time, you know. So with all of that explanation, of course, she was calm and she waited, but of course our documents have long been delivered to her, but that was just a one-off experience.
How about you, Madam Cass?
Okay, so I had a similar experience, but hers wasn't even document.
Okay.
It was related to a policy in that particular area where she acquired the property from me, you know. So we're kind of still on it, but my backbone to that particular transaction right now is I know the company very well. I know worst case scenario, she will get relocated to another estate, which other of their products, they have good titles in those products. The only thing I'm praying for right now is when it's time, they shouldn't charge her because she bought that property like way back. Exactly, you know how much properties were then, you know. But as at when the heat was on, when people call me like, yes, I want to inspect a particular property, I don't go. Because I don't want to be arrested because she was out for me. She was not even in the country. So she had people. So I try to ensure that if you're calling me for any inspection, I don't come out. I'm not coming out. So either I know the person I'm going out with as at that particular time, because I don't want to get involved into that aspect. Because I spoke with the company's MD, and he already assured you that case, if there is otherwise, we'll move your client elsewhere. But we are not going to talk about that yet, because that land she acquired is very okay. It's just that the policy, the general government policy in that particular area, do you get it here? So I as at that period when the heat was on, I did not go out for any strange inspection, because a colleague of ours experienced that. They called her. You know, customers can be very Exactly, they called her that they want to inspect a product, and that was just it. She just found herself in the police station. Ooh. Yes, she found herself in the police station. Before you know, before we could say otherwise, customer has made call. They moved her to Abuja. Yes, truly, Abuja actually. You know, so I put all that together and I said, they will finally resolve it. She was in Nigeria for that burial. They went outside Lagos for the funeral. That's why I did not attend. But I paid my part, so we resolved it. Though she hasn't gotten the property, not that she has not gotten it, but she's not able to access it right now because of the general government policy in that area. Yes, so that's the way
you were able to at least solve the problem, make her be rest assured that
yes, because I already knew that if otherwise we relocate her elsewhere. The only challenge there will be that she will have to pay up some amount of money because the property she bought then and what she will be having exactly. The customers can be very, very mainly with our industry because of it's capital intensive. For example, if I should get a wristwatch for ₦1 million and if anything happens to it, it's very easy for me to let go because it's just ₦1 million. Do you get it? But if I'm buying a land for 100 million naira and you're giving so it's not even about exactly. It's not even about the land. It's about the time. Just like you said, the time it took me to put 100 million naira together and losing ₦1 million for wristwatch. You see that it's two different energy. So that's why they go all out when things are not going as they expected. So that's why I use that word because it's not like the thing will not go as expected. I mean, before I will sell you a land of 100 million in this time, I should be sure of what I'm giving to you. There's somewhere along the transaction, something came up. So it's not like the company is no longer in business or something that have taken the property from you. No, you know, just like the documentation and mentioned.
Yes, this weekend about issues with some customers, right? I just remember the very unique case
Okay.
of an off-land house that I sold on the mainland. So the payment plan was a long payment plan for 7 years.
Was it a mortgage?
Not even mortgage. So the company was trying to provide simplified home ownership. That's a couple of years ago. So at some point, we could not meet up anymore.
That's a
Right.
problem.
For this client, the client had paid up to the stipulated amount that was required and all of that. So it became like a tug of war. The woman calls. I will be mentally distressed whenever I see her call.
I know.
Because she calls me almost every day. And I have to be in the neck of the MD of the company. Say, look, this client, you have to deliver to this client. Because the woman would threaten, she would go to social media, she would actually not really threatening me, but she was always saying that she would go to social media to drag the company, she's going to write to this embassy, she's going to do this. And at some point, she now say, I'm the only one that she knows, that I'm the one that directed her to the company. Every time I see her call and message, and as I see her call, I'm also calling the MD. I can't see this. So he got to me so serious.
Everybody was feeling the heat.
Everybody was feeling it. And I'm telling you the truth. I believe that among so many customers that they had, she's one of those that they had to deliver their unit.
Wow.
Eventually, they did.
Was she able to move in?
Yes, she has moved in. Everything has been done, documentation to run delivered. So the only thing they had
Fight
to
for
do
your
was
rights.
I tell you.
for the documentation development fee, which was initially all inclusive.
Okay.
We had to convince her that look, you have to
pay.
But in managing these clients, it wasn't really easy. But I had to just keep talking to her, keep explaining to her. At some point when the intensity of the conversation was much, I would tell her, man, I'm committed to protecting your trust.
Right.
They're not really happy the way you're talking and all of the threats and the things you want to do. The level of effort I've put into resolving this. I remember vividly at that point because it was like getting on my nerves.
You have to speak
so
for
she
yourself.
had to now
You have to
apologize
stand
at
for
another
yourself.
time. She's very sorry, and all of that. But the good news is the fact that we were able to get
Yeah, and she has moved in.
Then you
resolved
to sell
it.
them.
Her unit was completed and delivered and all that.
Hope you're still in touch with her.
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
She has even referred like 3 other clients.
Interesting. That's nice. That's okay. So thank you all for honoring our invite. I really, really enjoyed this session with every one of you. So I would like to ask, what would be your advice to a young professional who wants to excel in customer service? What are the things you're going to tell? For instance, maybe you want to tell me now, like, what are the things I need to put in place? How am I supposed to go about it? What am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to meet and all of that? So how would you advise a young professional?
So for me, I think before an advice, I would really like to compliment LandVest as a brand.
Wow.
And it's not just because I'm here in this podcast. I usually tell her and every other colleague of mine that we have conversations about. I want to commend LandVest about the proactivity in communication, right? In short, in the entire transaction process, you can always count on LandVest. Even when you are serious of transaction and you're trying to, at this sense, you don't even really have to bother so much about LandVest.
Absolutely.
Because you can be sure that the client will get the documents swiftly, payment acknowledgement is done quickly. Everything is just processed within a very short period of time. It's something that gives me peace of mind.
Mainly that gave me the
to
same.
do business in LandVest, and that's why I honored the invitation.
Thank you.
So, but in just a little more recommendation, would be to keep up the good work.
Thank
right?
you. Thank you so much.
Would just be that for us as partners,
Yeah.
right? I know there are times where there could be some issues, challenges. It's just to keep listening, keep pacifying, keep understanding what the client, what the realtor is saying. I remember at the time when LandVest, usually when a client does an investment, they only provide a hard copy document.
Yes.
So I kept talking to them. I'm sure probably others did the same. That look, you need to be sending this document soft copy as well.
Yeah.
And they, and they were able to effect that. So it's just to say that keep listening, understand the customer's feedback, and see as much as possible to implement the move. Yeah.
How about you, Anna?
Okay, so if I were to advise a young professional on customer service, I would advise them to be, transparent in their engagement with their clients. You really cannot take it out, no matter what sector you play in. About your product, you have to let your customer know the in and out of that particular product, so it doesn't come to bite you at the end. So, and then another thing is your ability to treat each customer as different. So customers will come and they are very peaceful and kind, and you think they are the sweetest. There are others that it's not going to be easy. For that money they are giving to you, you work and sweat for it. However, they come different temperaments and all. You are the professional. You have to, be very professional in your dealings with them. So I think those two will do for now.
Okay, I'm taking transparency. Madam Cass, how about you?
Okay, Ayla mentioned listening.
Okay.
It has a lot to do because I'll be able to know what your concerns is, why you are investing. We are in real estate, so when I have a customer who's ever investors, exactly, and know what you're looking forward to. So as a young professional, when you meet people talking about real estate again, our realtors at times, they get so carried away with, I want to make this sales.
Yeah.
So they don't listen. When the client is talking, they are talking.
Yeah.
So when you listen at times, it even helps you to close for a realtor or a LandVest customer, exactly,
yes.
which we are. When you listen, it comes in, you get to understand the client, you get to know what the client wants, you get to be able to know how because to me, I see closing as a game. Like, if any of us that play words, those years, correct. So you do suspension, you do suspension, they will pick 12, stuff like that. So that's how I see closing. And it's not only for just real estate now, even people that own business. When a customer comes in, what did you tell them? Right? So if you don't listen to them, you'll not be able to tell them, okay, from what you've said now, I think this will work more for you. This will work more for you. So it's very important as a young professional that is in the front line of customer service. Yeah, you should be able to listen. Don't always be the one doing the talking. Let them be the one talking. Then, everyone, LandVest customer, just like three of us now, we are unique with how we do our business with our customers. But when you listen, personally for me, I'll be able to pick from there to tell you what next you should do, or why you should make this investment, or if you should even hold on. But if I don't listen, I'm the one talking. At the end of the day, you take that transaction. The other day I posted on my status, was it yesterday or something, that the stage of closing is not when you should be asking questions. When you're closing deal, this just for LandVest customers now, which are not the clients, myself and my colleagues. Yeah, when it's time to close, it's not when you start talking. So you still just have to listen. Then even when a customer comes in and, like you said, he or she might not be having a good day before they came into your office. So the point of you still listening helps a lot. Because now you feel like, I'm greeting you, Madam Kes, good afternoon, Kes is not answering. And before you look, you're already feeling like, even you too, you are not welcome in these days. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. She's coming from somewhere, so you should just listen. Sometimes the listening should be verbal, it should be emotional, and otherwise. If you do more on that, it will be easy for people to open up for you as a customer person. Like Madam Ann mentioned, that you begin to have those referrals and all. There is this training we had some years ago in Dubai, and one of the speakers talked about we were together. Okay, it was Zanzibar. Yeah, we were together here. So the speaker talks about emotional bank accounts for customers. Yeah, Eba, thank you very much. It's very important as a young professional looking to be a customer service frontline. You should have emotional bank account in every of your customers you come in contact with. Is very, very important. So that way, it will be easy even when they are having a bad day, for example, because you've already deposited in them either kindness, attention, listening, service, as the case may be. You can easily withdraw. And for us that we are looking for investors, we can easily withdraw the millions and we just send forward. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. One thing I'm definitely taking out here is a bar. Emotional bank account. Right. So thank you all for coming. I really, really appreciate this session with you all, and I'm also learning, and we're also learning as well. I'm very sure each and every one of us are able to deduce one or two things, one or two strategies you can able to use to close your deals. Emotional intelligence. You have to be able to be proactive. You have to be very, very transparent. Thank you so much for coming.
So I just want to give a shout out to all our customers.
Okay.
Thank you. Starting from me.
Shout out to every one of our
For investing with us at LandVest. We are grateful. We're happy to have you with us as a partner. And we're looking forward to more deals from you all.
I will be using this medium to wish all our LandVest customers happy customer service week. Thank you so much for trusting us, and we truly appreciate you all. Thank you and have an amazing week.
Happy Customer Service Week.
Thank you.